Hey Shelley, hey Jenna, how you doing? This is the audio version of the new Scribbles edition that I just put out. Hope you enjoy it. Starts off at the top, we've got the Scribbles logo, and there's a little puppy dog wearing a Santa hat, and it says Season's Greetings from Scribbles. And then the first post, it's a little picture of me in the corner. It says, Hello friends. With all the fun we had last month with our annual costume contest and Battle of the Best Series 3, we got a bit behind in our other Scribbles posts. We're making up for that now. Here's What's New with You, featuring some of the things our Scribbles friends have been up to in the past few months. I really love putting this section together. I enjoy sharing your happy moments with our Scribbles friends. Then continue scrolling on to our other new posts, including Jessica's Grand View, more Joe Friday, a review of the Ultimate Fleetwood Mac, and a collection of classic holiday posts, including holiday humor, puzzles, Dana's Christmas video, and one of our favorites, The Muppets Family Christmas. We have a new Scribbles friend, Rockin' Ray, the oh-so-cool DJ at 92.9. More about that soon. If you're checking out Scribbles for the first time after hearing about us on air, welcome. We hope you enjoy. What's new with you? December 3rd, 2022. First post, we have a picture of our friend Rodney, and below him there's a picture of his dog. It's like a big Marmaduke type dog, and he's laying on a mat beneath the drapes of this window. And Rodney has written, One lazy dog, said our Fort Erie pal Rodney when he posted this pic of his big buddy Max, chillin' in his special spot. Great pic, Rodney. Next we have our Welland friend Stacy of Creations by Stacy's Photography made a donation to the Welland SPCA and Humane Society. Here she is with a very adorable furry friend. And it's a picture of her holding a gray and white cat when she was at the Welland SPCA Humane Society place. Stacy also made a donation to Hospice Niagara. We love sharing stories like this. You rock, Stacy. And that's the same Stacy that she won the random draw for the costume contest. She got the keychain and some magnets. So good for her. And then there's a link to her photography page underneath. Next post, we have a tree broken, like a real tree tipped over, and glass ornaments all broken on the floor, and water all over the wood floor. And then there's a little picture of a cat and a little picture of our friend Angela. And it says, when our Nova Scotia pals Angela and Glenn first saw their real Christmas tree tipped over with water damaging the floor and several ornaments broken, they blamed it on their cat Jessie. When the tree came down a second time, breaking even more vintage ornaments, they discovered it was a faulty tree stand, not the cat. A few vintage decorations did survive, like the one seen here. It's one of those, it was like not glass, but breakable, and it concaves in. They used to have them all over the place. Next, we have our buddy Lucas. He's wearing a t-shirt. Lucas is 4. And on the t-shirt, there's a picture of a truck, and it's because he's into the monster trucks. And it says, I'm going to be a big brother, April 2023. So it says, our Welland buddy Lucas shares big news on his shirt. It says, I'm going to be a big brother, April 2023. This is great news, Lucas, Trevor, and Jessica. And next we have our friend David, and when he's with his parents, who are, I don't know the name of the place that they're at now, but they're not in their house anymore. We love when our pal David posts pics of him enjoying visits with parents Barb and Bruce, and wish them and Sandra, their daughter, all the best this holiday season. It's a cute pic. Next we have Justin Preston, and on the one side it's a picture of all these open greeting cards that he has wrote messages on inside each one. And we're not talking like, hey, how's it going? We're talking like a full blah, 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 right down the whole one side onto the next with stickers in there. And there's they put glitter in it. And he sends these all over the world each Christmas. And it takes him forever to do. So there's a picture of all the open cards on one side. And then there's a smaller photo of him holding up some of the cards. And he's got a red sparkly jacket and red top hat that's also sparkly, which was from last December when he was featured in the Standard. That's where I stole that one. It says, the tradition continues as Justin Preston once again sends out handwritten letters and holiday cards to people across the planet. Letters by Justin consumes a lot of time, but it's a labor of love for Justin, who gets a little help from partner Kyle and their daughters Haley and Taylor, who help stuff envelopes and make sure each includes stickers and glitter. I know what it's like to be feverishly creating for many hours, Justin. It can be draining, but seeing happy faces makes it all worthwhile. Keep on sharing messages of love and hope, Justin. Next, we have our friends Becky and Shannon, and they're in Toronto. They went to a concert, and so you see a little small picture of the two of them with the concert thing going on behind them, and they saw the Arkells, okay? And then there's a picture of the Arkells logo, and then a couple pictures of the band performing. And it says, I've been to several concerts over my years, and the ones at the top of most I've been to several concerts over my years, and the ones at the top of my most memorable list were often shows I went to with Scribbles' friend Becky. Concerts are kind of Becky's natural habitat. We were happy to see Becky and her niece Scribbles' pal Shannon saw Arkells in Toronto at the Scotia Centre recently. And here's high praise. Becky said Arkells are her, quote, new fave band, unquote. Wow. I hope Axl Rose and Steven Tyler don't hear this, because she's a big fan of both, obviously. Next we have, it's the Mabel, the big white poodle dog. I think they call them a toy poodle. They're not a toy about them. They're a big dog, and she's in the convertible car, and her owner, mom, whatever, Pat, is leaning over the car in the second picture. And she's got these things, they're called doggles. They're like goggles made for the dog, so that she won't get bugs in her eyes, and she can be protected from the sun and all that. So they're called doggles. And it says, now that it's cold outside, we're pretty sure Miss Mabel's hood-down car rides are over for a while. But it was a warm fall day when her mom, Pat, took these pics. And next we have, congrats to our friend H on his latest karate stripe, and there he is holding up. Now, it looks like a yellow belt thing around his waist, but his mom put a little note beside it that says white stripes, so I don't understand if this whatever. Next, we have Doug and Heather's, one of their dogs. It's, what the hell, Lily. She's so cute. She's, I don't know, she's not quite a year. I can't really describe her. She's just a small, cute little dog, pretty good distempered, really so cute. And it says, is there any wonder I'm always threatening to take little Lily home with me when I am visiting her human parents, Doug and Heather, because I always say, oh, I'm going to take her home. Miss Kitty would make short work of her, I'm sure. Next, we have our friend Jeff and his dog Cleo, and Cleo's looking at Jeff's mom. It says, Cleo learning how to crochet a doily from her nana, our pal Jeff said when he posted this amusing pic, and she's just looking at her, watching her little, she's looking at her at the hands, and it's got this little tongue out. It's so cute. Next, we have our friends Carrie and Sandy, and they were Canada's Got Talent. They filmed a couple episodes in Niagara Falls, and they were at one of the tapings. It says, what a blast, cheered Carrie and Sandy after appearing in the audience for a taping of Canada's Got Talent in Niagara Falls. So basically, I just told you that twice. Oh well. Next, it's my nephew, and there's a couple pictures here. It's like a collage, and then a bigger one on each side. And the first one on the left, it's him. It's his 17th birthday was in October, and there's him with his mom, my sister Jane, and then there's a smaller pic of him with my mom. Then there's a couple, one when he was a little baby, and one when he was a little toddler, well, not toddler, he could talk. He liked Uncle Ken's green car, and he's tapping on Uncle Ken's green car. And then to the other side, he's got a picture, and he's holding up this like this diploma paper thing, and it says, we had two great reasons to celebrate with my nephew Graham. Reason number one, it was his 17th birthday in October, so his parents Jane and Ken invited family to join them for a pizza birthday party. Reason two, he received his honors certificate for last semester from his school. Well, would you look at that? Man, You are really accomplishing great things, Graham. Scribbles is proud of you, and so am I, which is kind of redundant because I am Scribbles. And the next one, let me make sure we got enough tape. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Next, we have Justin Preston. He's in here a couple times. And I'll just read the bio part and describe the pictures in a minute. It's not unusual to see Rise Against Bullying founder Justin Preston looking fabulous in glittery attire. But we got a whole new look when he agreed to appear on Drag in the Spirits, where he was transformed into a drag sensation. The event was recorded for an upcoming TV series, and Justin was blindfolded during his dress fitting and wasn't allowed to see what he looked like until they brought him on stage and held up a mirror. Justin's reaction was priceless. The Drag-In series returns December 17th with more Drag-In shows in early 2023. Justin's makeup was by our pal Marc Poisson Lebois, who also did Rob's makeup as the Queen for Halloween. And you got like the book before, like Justin when he's got no makeup or anything, he's just hanging out, and then kaboom, this picture of him holding a pop, and his makeup is flawless and the hair is beautiful, but the makeup's just like whoa. And then there's another picture, and you can see they're holding the mirror up, and his mouth is wide open, and he's just like, oh my God. So he's seeing his reaction. So that's a good picture to include. And next we have Scott and Gloria. It says anniversary celebrations were held by Scott and Gloria, 31 years together, 23 years married. Congrats, and here's to many, many more. And there's a pic of the two of them. He's got his biker bike on, hat on, like helmet and sunglasses, and she's standing beside him. She doesn't have a helmet on this one. She's wearing a baseball cap. Then there's a wedding picture of theirs, so that's going back a while. And they're on the dance floor, and it's so cute. Beside it is our friends Linda and Jackie had much to celebrate recently. 30 years of love, travel, adventures, music, laughter, and always being there for each other through life's ups and downs, wrote Jackie. Way to go. And next, it's a picture of a orange and white cat, and it's in one of those cloth bags that you get from the dollar stores, and he's peeking out from the bag. And there's a little picture in the corner of Melissa, because it's Melissa's cat. And she put, I don't recall buying this at Dollarama. It's cute. Next picture we have, it's at one of those outdoor festivals. I don't know what the hell the word would be, like where people craft shows. You can buy crafts and stuff like that. And my cousin Erin in Renfrew, she has something called Loopsy fiber art, and they just kind of look like fruit and vegetables and that, but they're all crocheted in fiber. It's pretty cool, and she sells them obviously, and her son's there in the picture, and she was at this function that they had outside. It says Douglas, Ontario pal Erin has been a busy girl. In addition to being mom of Dylan and Owen at work, she also finds time to create Loopsy fiber art, which she sold at a recent fall function in Renfrew. Next, it's when you put your two hands together and you make a heart, okay? And then, so our friend Lorna had put a picture of that on, and right in the middle of the heart, you can see the sun, because the water's in the background and the sun's just coming down. So it's just like right in the middle of her heart thing. And then there's a little picture of her face on the side, and it says, I was told to make a heart, but it looks more like a cat, said our friend Lorna when she posted this pic. We like it no matter which way you look at it. And next, it's Dale and Dan enjoyed a visit to San Diego, including a delicious meal in Little Italy. And they're you can see the restaurant behind them, so it's them there. Next, it's the Niagara This Week newspaper came out, each week. And not this one, but the week before, on the cover was our friend Joanne and her daughter Sydney. And it says, our pal Joanne and daughter Sydney were featured on the front page of Niagara This Week. Sydney participates in Special Olympics, which are back in person following the pandemic. And I see us typing here and there. This happens all the time when I read these We love seeing this. I don't love seeing the typo. And the last post in the What's New With You section, it's our buddy Liam. There's a whole bunch of pictures of him with when he was 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and 5. And each year is clearly labeled. He was wearing clothes that said 1, 2, 3, 4 each year, but for 5 he's just wearing a little dress shirt. It's so cute. He's getting so grown up, my God. And then to the side there's him and his mom at a pumpkin farm, and then him holding up his senior kindergarten sign, and him with pumpkins in the background at the pumpkin farm again. And it says, our Scribbles buddy Liam has been a very busy boy. He's in senior kindergarten. He's enjoying outings with his mom and other family members. He was Spider-Man in Scribbles costume contest. On top of this, he turned 5 in November. So there you have it. Okay, we're going to wrap up this video, and I will do another one, hopefully, of some of the other features. The What's New With You was kind of big section, so I want to put it like on one video for that, and I'll try and squeeze some others out. Okay, hope you enjoyed this. Talk to you later. Bye. Love you.